Anti-Black Tide invites you to join our fight and advocacy against oil spill. We are a non-profit organization based in Paris and encourage you to contact us to get information about ocean pollution. It's only been 5 years that we exist. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight oil spill and save lives of many species of fish. Did you know that in 2000 there are still 3 million of hydrocarbons who sprayed in oceans? Did you know that oil spills are caused by only 10% of ship accidents? Do you know from where does the 19% remaining come from? 70% of industry pollution, 10% of petrol extraction, and 10% of natural pollution. Your donations will be used for the impression of a lot of flyers or placards. There will be commercials in magazines or on TV. We must stop the pollution in oceans. Please join us in our fight against oil spill. We can't do it without you. The time is now. The entire squad thanks you for your help. I choose this cause because it whips my heart when I think to all animals who kill every day and I wanted to defend it.
How to save a life? Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I stayed up with you all night.
Did you know that every summer the RSPCA welcomes almost 10,000 dogs and cats? Did you know that 100,000 animals are abandoned every year? Did you know that in 2016 the RSPCA we received 1,153,744 phone calls? The RSPCA invites you to join our fight and advocacy against animals abandoned. The animals are abandoned by their owner on the road because they can't come on the holidays. Pets need time and money. Sometimes it's sick and it needs to go to the veterinary. All these are not a reason to abandon your pets. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight animals in abandon and save lives of dogs and cats. Your donation will be used to buy food and create a new shelter from animals. We must act with a sense of urgency because other animals are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in our federal capital and encourage you to contact us to get further information. If you care about animals, please come and join us to support the cause that may help. If you see an animal abandoned, call us or come to see us. The people who abandon an animal are paying for the consequences. Sometimes they have taken life of a victim. We need to come together with one voice. We must stop the abandon of animals. The time is now. We must come together now before another innocent animals are abandoned and may be crushed. Please join us in our fight against animal abandon. We can't do it without you. In advance, thanks you for your help. I choose this cause because I like animals and I find that they are abandoned by the roadside.
I have chosen to defend the rhino poaching because we don't know the horror why suffer these animals. The 21st century is marked by many problems. Today, a lot of animals are in danger. In America, some men practice the animals poaching. The rhino poaching is more expanded and we want to stop this. We invite you to join our fight and advocacy against rhino poaching. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight rhino poaching and save lives of animals. Your donation will be used for preventing campaign on animal violence that will be distributed in Paris, London, Berlin, but also in South America. We must act with a sense of urgency because more rhinos are in great danger. We are a charity organization based
in our capital, which is Paris, and encourage you to contact us to get more information. It's been 20 years that we have been of assistance to our community, and we want to continue in the future. If you take care of rhino and animals in general, please come and join us to support our cause. Did you know that rhino poaching was multiplied by 9 in 7 years? Did you know that in just a decade, more than 7,000 African rhinos have been killed? Did you know that the principal rhino horn consumers are in the easier? More people practicing poaching because just one horn costs $200,000. The rhino horns can be transformed in dust because this dust has supposedly an aphrodisiac effect. We need to come together with one voice. We can't stop all this alone. We must stop the rhino poaching. The rhinos are in a great danger. The species will disappear if we don't change things. I think that we can change all this if we really want to do it. We must stop the consumption of rhino horns because that encourages men to practice the rhino poaching. We must protect the rhino and create an animals reserve. To finish, we must punish the horned rhino consumer.
Finning shark is a very special fishing because that consists of fishing a shark and to cut his fin. After they have cut the fin, the shark dies in terrible suffering because they can't swim. It's especially the Japanese which cut the fins only to do a soup which in addition costs $100. I choose this cause because many people don't get the real importance of the animals who live in the sea. Protect Shark invites you to join our fight and advocacy against finning sharks. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight finning shark and save the sharks who are victims of finning. Your donations will be used for a campaign of Protect Shark that will be distributed throughout California, New York and Washington. We must act with a sense of urgency because many Japanese kill thousands of sharks and sharks are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in our capital Paris and I encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 10 years of assistance to our community and want to do so. If you care about animals and especially about sharks, please come and join us to support the cause that may help the sharks. Did you know that 8,000 sharks are killed each hour for soup? Did you know that one soup costs $100? Did you know that 98 of the sharks is roasted? All of us taxpayers are paying for the consequence of these inhuman people who have taken the life of sharks. We need to come together. We refuse finning. We must stop the finning because if the Japanese continues the finning shark, soon there will be no more sharks. The time is now. We must come together now before another crime. Please join us in our fight against finning shark. We can't do it without you. In advance, the entire squad thanks you for your help, the finning shark team.
Stop It invites you to join our fight and advocacy against car accidents. Our number one goal is raise to funds to continue our mission to fight car accidents and save lives of women and children who have been victims on the road. Your donation will be used to create mini security systems like speed cameras or speed bumps to save lives throughout Europe. We must act with a sense of urgency because other innocent, unknown victims are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in London and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 10 years that we have been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. If you care about your family, your friend, your neighbor and your car maybe, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent handicap, wounds and death in our community. If you are a victim of car accidents and don't know where to go for help, come and see us. Did you know that 25,550 Europeans died on the road in 2016? Did you know that 20% of deaths on the road are pedestrian? Did you know that 70% of car accident victims will be handicapped? Most children will suffer from physical and mental trauma, which they carry on throughout the rest of their lives. All of us are preparing for the consequences of car accidents, which have taken the life of victims. We need to come together with one voice. Stop it! I have chosen this cause because too many persons die on the road and we have to do something for them, for their family. They can be your family or your friend, so everyone should defend this cause. You must stop car accidents that is tearing family apart. We must come together now before another innocent person will be victim of car accident in our town. Please join us in our fight against car accidents. We can't do without you. In advance, the entire squad thanks you for your help. So stop it.
The Forest invites you to join our fight and advocacy against deforestation. We are a non-profit organization based in France. It's been 10 years that we have been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight deforestation and save lives of animals who have been displaced because of fire in the forest. Your donations will be used to print posters and create a website to alert people in the world. Posters will be placed throughout France. If you want further information, please contact us. We must act with a sense of urgency, because soon as that continues, our planet will be without trees. Did you know that 6.4 million hectares of forest are cut every year? Did you know that the deforestation creates 17% of CO2? Did you know that 80% of terrestrial biodiversity live in forests? There is only one solution if you want to continue to breathe on our earth. Stop deforestation and replant trees. The time is now. We must come together with one voice, now before there were trees on earth. All of us are paying for the consequences. If you care about your planet, please join us to support the cause. We can't do it without you. Thank you, the Forest Team.
ILGA, International Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Trans and Intersex Association, invite you to join our fight against homophobia since August 1978. ILGA was the first lesbian and gay rights organization to gain consultative status as a non-governmental organization at the United Nations. Did you know that 7% of engaged people are homosexual or bisexual? Did you know that 42% LGBT youth say the communities in which they live is not accepting of LGBT people? Did you know that 27% of LGBT youth say their biggest problems are not feeling accepted by their family, trouble at school, and fit to be outed? Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight homophobia and save lives of boys and girls who have been excluded because of violence, discrimination, and abuse at home or at school. Your donation will be used for the printing of LGBT plus magazine and poster, a hard copy on online magazine and posters that will be distributed throughout every country. We must act with a sense of urgency because other innocent unknown victims are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in your cities and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 39 years that we've been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. If you care about your family, your friends and your neighbor, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent violence, discrimination, homophobia and death in your community. If you are a victim of homophobia and don't know where to go for help, come and see us. We need to come together with one voice. We refuse homophobia. The time is now. Please join us in your fight against homophobia. We can't do it without you. Thanks you for help. I choose to fight the homophobia because I hate seeing people who take themselves as innocent.
SCL invites you to join our fight and advocacy against child labor. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight child labor and save lives children who have been working from an early age. Your donations will be used to pay school for children and offer them a real life. Your money will also be used to help families from a financial point of view. We are a non-profit organization based in Paris and encourage you to contact us to get further information. If you care about children in India, please come and join us to support this cause. Imagine your child working in dangerous conditions. Did you know that 168 million children work in the world for various reasons? The poverty, absence of birth certificates, difficult access to schooling and failing educational system. Did you know that 150 million children work in dangerous conditions? For example, in mines, army, cotton fields. Did you know that in the world, 1 in 10 children work? Do you find that normal? Most children who grow up in India work all their children's life, and when they have children, they work like their parents. If we do nothing, this vicious circle will never end. But children are vulnerable and weak, and they work for inhuman people who become rich, but their family will always be poor. The time is now. We must come together not to limit the damage. Act now. Please join us in our fight against child labor. We can't do it without you.
Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation invites you to join your fight against the childhood cancer. Your number one goal is to raise funds to continue your mission to fight the childhood cancer and save lives of children who have been affected by this cancer. Your donation will be used for awareness of childhood cancer causes, especially research into new treatments and cure, and to encourage and empower others, especially children, to get involved and make a difference for children with cancer. We must act with a sense of urgency because other innocent and now children are affected and are in danger of death. We are a non-profit organization based in Philadelphia and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 12 years that you have been of assistance to your community and want to continue to do so. In 2004, when Alex passed away at the age of 8, her stand and inspiration had raised more than $1 million towards finding a cure for the disease that took her life. Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation was started by her parents in 2005 to continue the work that Alex began. If you care about your family, your friends, and your neighbors' children, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent tumor and deaths in your community. If you have a kid victim of the childhood cancer and you don't know where to go for help, come and see us. Did you know that every year 250,000 new cases of cancer affect the children? Did you know that 250 kids lose their life by the cancer every day? Did you know that childhood cancer is not just one disease? It is made up of a dozen types and countless subtypes. We must stop the childhood cancer that's ruining a child's life without knowing it. The time is now. We must come together now before another innocent child will be dead by a childhood cancer in your own neighborhood. Please join us in your fight against the childhood cancer. We can't do it without you. In advance, the Foundation thanks you for your help. The Alex's Lemonade Stand Foundation. I chose this cause because my dad is dead by a cancer when I was 6.
Ocean Conservancy invites you to join our fight and advocacy against trash in the sea. Our number one goal is to raise funds and to continue our mission to clean plastic in the sea and save life of protect sea animals to prevent them to eat plastic and die. Your donation will be used to clean ocean, help diver, to pick up plastic bag, bottle, or anything in plastic, or to pay for the cares of animals in danger. We must act with a sense of urgency because there are many tons of plastic bottles, cans, bags, or fish nets which choke sea animals. Sea animals don't make the difference between plankton or plastic bag or between a can and small fish. We are a non-profit organization based in Washington. Your donation and contribution and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 10 years that we have been of assistance to help sea animals we are in danger and want to continue to. If you care about sea animals, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent death, choke, abuse, mastery, small islands as Maldives, Bali or other places out there. If you know people who are interested by our cause, you know where to go for help. Come and see us. Did you know that there are 269,000 tons of plastic in sea? Did you know the number of animals who die choking? It's about 500,000. Did you know that there are 5 billion of debris in the sea? Most people trusting of plastic in the environment. Education begins now to save ecosystem for the next generation. If many species disappear, the ecosystem will break up and the planet will die. All things of plastic thrown in nature have consequences for human people. We need to come together to help us for clean ocean. Don't throw cans, bottles or plastic bags or anything in ocean. We must clean seas and raise people because that's running a child's future and depleting our local resources without knowing. The time is now. We must come together now before another innocent sea animal will be found dead, choked with plastic we find in ocean. Please join us in our fight against trash-free seas. We can't do it without you. In advance, the entire squad thanks you for your help. The Protect Animal Team.
ODI invite you to join our fight and advocacy for organ donation. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to support organ donation and save lives of people who have been displaced to the hospital because one of their organs doesn't work anymore. Your donation will be used for the printing a book talking about the organ donation, an online magazine that will be distributed throughout cities like Nancy, Paris and Marseille. We must act with a sense of urgency because other people are waiting for an organ and they are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in our own capital and encourage you to join and contact us to get further information. It's been 35 years that we've been of assistance to your community and want to continue to do so. If you care about your family, your friends and your neighbor, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent death in our community. Did you know that in 5 years the organ donation raised up for 17%? Did you know 22,617 people need a donation in 2016 and this cause is raising up? Did you know the percentage of refuse of prelevement is at an high level, 33.7%? Most children who grew up with faulty organs will be the next to die if we don't react about it. Most children who don't receive a donation will die and get an handicap which they carry throughout the rest of their life. All of us, healthy people, need to support the cause and be a donator and say in your family, I want to give my organs while I'll be dead. Like this, when you die, you can save one life or two. We need to come together with one voice. We need donation. We must act for donation because the shortage of organs is ruining people's future and kill a lot of people every year. The time is now. We must act together to reduce the deaths by the lack of organs. Please join us in our fight for organ donation. We can't do it without you. I choose this because the organ donation is a chance for somebody to have a new life with a new organ. And then the people who give an organ for anybody else is truly saving a life. In advance, the entire squad thanks you for your help. The ODI team.
Welcome to the association which protects the world. We are here to defend and protect the world. In Japan, wolves are hunted. We must protect the wolves because they are using their meat for eating and as the first material to make the umbrellas, the corset, oil, fast powder. We all should unite to stop it. Together we can do it. Did you know that they use 25 wolves to have 1,215 tons of oil? Did you know that the Japan killed 10,000 the wolves between 1987 and 2009? Did you know that 800,000 signatures have been filed against the return of the hunt for 2015? World Organization invites you to join our fight and advocacy against world violence. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight against the hunt of wolves and save lives of the wolves because poachers use the wolves for its meat and exploit its raw material to face powder. They use their balance to make umbrellas, the corset and the oil. They also use their milk to make perfumes. Your donation will be used for the project of the second edition of World Organization magazine, a hard copy and online magazine that will be distributed throughout Japan. We must act with a sense of urgency because other innocent unknown victims are in great danger. We are not profit organization based in federal capital and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 45 years that we've been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. If you have any question or concern, please do not hesitate to contact us. I chose this topic because nowadays people are hunted more and more for their needs and interests. We have to stop these cruel activities because there is not reason to kill animals. Hunters do have the choice. We must stop violence against animals. They are not objects. We don't own them. We should act now. You must join us before other animals get hunted.
We refuse invite you to join our fight and advocacy against animal violence. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight domestic violence and save life of all animals who have been displaced because of abuse within the home. Your donation will be used for a website and to help RSPCA to shelter all animals who were victims of violence in England, Germany, USA and France. We must act with a sense of urgency because other innocent animals are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in Paris and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 10 years that we've been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. If you care your family, your friend and your neighbor, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent abuse and death in domestic violence. If you see an abuser or a pet in real danger and don't know where to go for help, come and see us. Did you know that in one survey, 71% of domestic violence victims reported that their abuser also targeted pets? Most abused animals will be suffer from physical trauma until the end of their life. All of us taxpayers are paying for the consequences of these inhuman people who are taking the life of animals. We need to come together with one voice. We refuse violence. We must stop the violence that is ruining animals' life. The time is now. We must come together now before another innocent dogs and cats or horses, for example, will be found torture in our own neighborhood. Please join us in our fight against domestic violence. We can't do it without you.
I invite you to join our fight and advocacy against poaching. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight poaching, and is that the animals are no longer the victim of poaching. Your donation will be used for the magazine. We must act with a sense of urgency because other animals are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in Lyon in France and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 35 years that we've been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. If you like animals and you want to protect them, please come and join us to support the cause that may help save the animal. If you are witness of massacre and don't know where to go for help, come and see us. Did you know that 25,000 to 55,000 elephants are killed every year for their ivory? Did you know that many animals disappear because of poaching? Did you know that 97% tiger disappear in less than a century? More animals will be killed, less there will be on land. If poaching continues, there will be fewer animals on land. Most of the animal poaching victims are killing for their tusk. All of us contribute to his action by buying clothes or accessories made with their skin or other party of their body. We need to come together with one voice. We refuse poaching. We must stop the killing who illegally destroys the fauna of the planet. Please join us in our fight against poaching. We can't do it without you.
Welcome to the Association for Stop Killing Crocodile. We need solidarity and support to save the crocodile. The skin of the alligators is transformed into a luxury product, like a watch strap, a luxury bag, Hermès, Louis Vuitton. The luxury bag can cost 35,000 euros. For several years, they kill the crocodiles by electrocuting or by driving a metal rod in some countries, for example Vietnam and Australia. Stop Killing Crocodile invite you to fight an advocacy against the makes handbags of crocodile. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight for crocodile, because it uses the skin of the crocodile for make the handbags, the booth, the belts. Your donation will be used for the printing of the second edition of Stop Killing Crocodile, a hard copy and online magazine that will be distributed throughout Australia. We are no profit organization. It's been 2 years that we've been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. If you are about your family, your friends and your neighbor, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent death of crocodiles in our community. Did you know that 3,000 bags per year are made with the crocodile skin? Did you know that 5,000 crocodiles were enclosed in small space for the kill? Did you know that 1,500 crocodiles are dead every month? I choose the crocodile because we have to stop to kill the crocodile. We can make the bag with a tissue without killing the animal. It hurts my heart to see the animal getting killed for luxury products.
UNICEF invites you to join a fight and advocacy against the hunger in the world. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight the malnutrition, particularly in Africa, and save a lot of children. Your donations will be used to create a website where people can give money or send food. We go regularly in Africa to bring food and water and sometimes toys for children. We must act with a sense of urgency because a lot of people suffer every day and are in danger. This association is a non-profit organization. If you care about children and the hunger in the world, please come join us to support the cause that may help. If you think the inequalities is not normal and don't know where to go to give something, come and see us. Did you know that 795 million of people suffer every day of hunger in the world, so 1 on 9 people? Did you know that more 10,000 children die every day because they are underfed? Did you know that 1 on 3 people is hit by the undernutrition in sub-Saharan Africa? A lot of children can be fed normally in Africa, and so they can't grow up like all other children in France, for example. We can't imagine the situation when we grow up in a developed country. When we are hungry, we have no problem to find food. This difference between these countries is alarming. We must stop the inequalities in the world. The time is now. We must come together now to distribute resources and change the situation. If you want to invest in a cause, this is a good choice to join UNICEF. We can do action to warn people about this problem. Please join us in our fight against malnutrition in Africa. We can't do without you, and don't forget, every voice, every donation and every participation is important. I chose this because I'm concerned to children and I think this situation has to change now.
I invite you to join our fight and advocacy against the violence of animals in the slaughterhouses. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight the animals suffering in the slaughterhouses. The donation will be used for action against the violence. We are a non-profit organization and we encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 5 years that we've been of assistance to our community and we want to continue to do so. If you're a witness of violence in slaughterhouses, come and see us. If you care about the animals you eat, please come and join us to support our cause. Did you know that to kill an animal, it can take until 14 minutes? Did you know that before dying, the animals are tortured and beaten? Did you know that animals are stressed and worried in the slaughterhouses? Did you know that 3 slaughterhouses were closed last year because they didn't respect the rules to kill the animal? We have to fight against the violence in the slaughterhouses which cause horrible suffering to the animals. We need to come together with one voice. We must stop the useless violence. The time is now. We must come together now before another animal will be found dead in horrible suffering. Please join us in our fight against violence in slaughterhouses. We can't do it without you. In advance, the Hunter Squad thanks you for your help. The With the Animals team.
WWF invites you to join your fight and advocacy against the melting of the ice. Our number one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight the melting of the ice and save life of polar bear and penguin. Your donation will be used for creative publicity for explain the melting of the ice danger. We must act with a sense of urgency because the ice may create flood around the world. We are a non-profit organization based in Glenwood, Switzerland, and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 55 years that we fight against the melting of the ice, and we want to continue to do so. If you care about pollution, please come and join us to support this cause. Did you know that 122 centimeters of ice has melted on average every year? Did you know that the sea level has risen 15 to 20 centimeters in the last 100 years? Did you know that the famous snows of Kilimanjaro have melted more than 80% since 1912? We need to come together with one voice. Stop the melting of the ice. We must stop the melting of the ice to help the world's populations against floodings and save polar bear and stop depleting your local resources without knocking it. The time is now. We must come together now before another iceberg will melt. Please join us
with our fight against the melting of the ice. We can do it without you. I choose this cause because we are all concerned by the melting of the ice, and if we do nothing against the melting of the ice, the global warming will continue. In advance, the entire squad thank you for your help. The WWF team.
Stop It invites you to join our fight and advocacy against car accidents. Our number one goal is raise to funds to continue our mission to fight car accidents and save lives of women and children who have been victims on the road. Your donation will be used to create mini security systems like speed cameras or speed bumps to save lives throughout Europe. We must act with a sense of urgency because other innocent, unknown victims are in great danger. We are a non-profit organization based in London and encourage you to contact us to get further information. It's been 10 years that we have been of assistance to our community and want to continue to do so. If you care about your family, your friend, your neighbor and your car maybe, please come and join us to support the cause that may help prevent handicap, wounds and death in our community. If you are a victim of car accidents and don't know where to go for help, come and see us. Did you know that 25,550 Europeans died on the road in 2016? Did you know that 20% of deaths on the road are pedestrian? Did you know that 70% of car accident victims will be handicapped? Most children will suffer from physical and mental trauma, which they carry on throughout the rest of their lives. All of us are preparing for the consequences of car accidents, which have taken the life of victims. We need to come together with one voice. Stop it! I have chosen this cause because too many persons die on the road and we have to do something for them, for their family. They can be your family or your friend, so everyone should defend this cause. You must stop car accidents that is tearing family apart. We must come together now before another innocent person will be victim of car accident in our town. Please join us in our fight against car accidents. We can't do without you. In advance, the entire squad thanks you for your help. The Stop It team.
HTT invite you to join our fight and advocacy against the tire hunt. Whole member, one goal is to raise funds to continue our mission to fight tiger hunter. Your donation will be used to defend the tiger. We must act with a sense of urgency because tigers are being extinct. There are less than 3,200 tigers left when there were 100,000 1 century ago. We are a non-profit organization based in Paris, our main office. It's been 5 years and 4 months that we've been of assistance to tigers and want to continue to do so. If you care about these feelings of the survival, join us to support cause. Did you know that for the first time in the years, the number of tigers increased? Did you know that there are less than 100 tigers of begging? We need to come together with one voice. Save the tiger. We must stop the hunt of the tiger that threatens the species. The time is now. Must meet now before another tiger dies. Please join in our fight against the tiger hunt. Because we need you. In advance, the entire squad thank you for help.